Hello, short video to wrap up 2024. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody for following me and for supporting me. It's immensely important to me to have your support and your encouragement. I'm currently painting a panel, a chinoiserie panel. So I suggest that I turn the camera around, I continue my painting, and we can chat along. Yeah, let's do that. Right, so hopefully you can see where I'm going to paint. Okay. So huge thank you for following me. It's not easy to be seen on social media. I have the impression that they now all have their algorithm really well figured out, and the only way to reach a lot of people is by advertising, which I probably will have to do at some point. But I want to achieve a few milestones and get my ducks in a row before I do advertisement, I think. But again, I'm a perfectionist, and maybe I shouldn't wait until everything is perfect before I attempt to do something. So this is a set of 4 panels. So I've done basically top and bottom, so there will be 2 sets at the bottom and then 2 sets at the top. So this will sit at the top, because what I figured out when I was painting the first 2 was that the height was about 7 feet, more or less 2 meters, I think. And the problem when you do is that the whole homes, the walls are way over 7 feet. So I've done double the size, which is about 14 feet, which should be more than enough. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing I've done the bottom, I'm doing the top, and that I'll make it in such a way that it's repeatable. I have thought of the second set, because originally it was planned to be 4 panels at the bottom. So now, instead of being 4 panels at the bottom, it's going to be 4 at the bottom and 4 at the top. So it's going to be a huge mural. But it's okay. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is because I've noticed that wallpaper can be a bit boring, in the sense that it's the same repeating pattern again and again, which, some are beautiful, don't get me wrong. Some of those wallpaper out there are just stunning, and part of the way they're stunning is because of that pattern. But I've noticed that you could do more. You could do a pattern that's way bigger. So anyways, so that's my plan. As you can tell here, some of the stuff has bled a little bit. I don't know if you can see it from the angle, but I am trying a new paper, or I have tried a new paper, because my decision is made that I will not continue with this paper because it's just too unpredictable, and this paper bleeds a lot. So meaning, like, when I paint within the border or the lines of my drawing, and if I put a little bit too much water, that water bleeds out, and that's not how it should be. I mean, if you've painted on watercolor paper, most of the decent ones that are out there, they your paint doesn't do that. So I'll probably go back to my previous paper, which is fine. Lesson learned, I guess. So that's that for this design. I know some of you might be thinking, well, Ralph, you have said that you would be releasing other stuff, but you haven't released them. Sorry about that. I know, for example, if you remember, I did a beautiful rose design. This is still there and it's still beautiful, but I wanted to have a portfolio that I can release at once, like a collection. So I can also approach like interior designers and wallpaper shop stores, and I can leave them with something like a sample set. So that is my my goal. Again, there might be a bit of perfectionism in there. I think that's probably one of the reasons why I'm taking my time, because I want to get everything perfect, but I shouldn't. I've promised myself that, this is it. I need to finish this, and I need to go and see the manufacturer, and I need to get, the samples. I need to get, to get that done, because otherwise, I will never, I'll never do it. Anyway, so that's for that. The Christmas is approaching. In case you're still looking for Christmas gifts, I have released this beautiful set of cups. So that's the one with, so it's a botanical painting of leaves. Those leaves were growing in my garden back in London, and I was doing botanical painting at the time, so I painted those. And then this one with the beautiful sort of taupe gray background. That's it's a beautiful background. This one as well, I love it. And also this is the mugs here. So if you are looking for some lovely Christmas gifts, these you can order from my website. You have to order them before December 5th though, because the manufacturers are all super busy. So if you miss that deadline, there's a chance that you will not get it for Christmas. So I'd rather be honest. Do order it as quick as possible if you like that, and if you want to offer that as a gift. So that's for that. So I have renamed my company. I have rebranded. If you remember, I used to be called Étoffe before. As much as I found it was quite a fun name. It's a play on words with the French word étoffe, which means fabric. It's a nice posh word for fabric. But I thought it was a bit limiting. It gives the impression that my company is only about fabrics, which is not right. So after pondering for about a good year and a half, I decided to rebrand to Atelier Grandjean. Grandjean is my last name, and so it makes sense. So I did. I thought the more the longer I take, and so the longer things are gonna, So I'd rather like bite the bullet and do a rebranding now again, and then that's it. That's the final brand name, at least. So that is what's happened. But it's still me. It's still, the same designs. It's just now that I've positioned myself in such a way that it's way broader than just fabric. Because I obviously want to deliver murals. I have lots of exciting projects coming in the pipeline, but it takes time. It takes time, and I really, if you can support me, please do. You will, I'm sure you will be impressed and amazed by the designs that I will come up with. I can promise you that. And you will have a beautiful home. So that's for the plans. I'm planning on also releasing lots of some print-on-demand items. For example, notebooks and sketchbooks. So that's one of the pipelines for the coming year. Actually, there already are a few sketchbooks on my website, but I think I'll do a video on that because otherwise this video will be too long. So I think it's time to wrap up. I wanted to wish you a beautiful end of year celebrations and enjoy yourselves. Not too much, because sugar is not good for your health. But yeah, enjoy the celebrations, and I will speak to you in the new year. Thank you again for your support. Merry Christmas.